Shonda, and welcome. Welcome to all my returning viewers, and welcome to all my new viewers and friends and subscribers and everyone. Welcome. So, I hope you're all doing well. So, it's Monday, and it is the second week since school opened here in Arizona. So, my daughter went back to school on Wednesday. So, we're into our second week. Anyhow, guys, it's hot. I'm not complaining. I'm thankful for each day. But sometimes, you want to go outside and do things and you're not able to. But today I came home from work and I was so tired. I took a shower. I said, you know what? I'm going to go into the pool. I tell you, I go into the pool and I swim like 6 times. Back and forth, kicking my legs, holding on. Yeah, when I say kicking my legs, I stop swimming and I try to exercise my legs and my arms and stuff. And just doing that, I was energized. I came out and I feel much better. So I wet my plants and so on, and even my hair got wet, so it's a mess right now. Anyhow, I have today to show you, I have my moosh pattern. You probably saw the moosh pattern already, because I must say thanks to all my testers for testing my pattern. Thank you, Rel. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Caroline and Kathy. I will link all of them in the description box below that have a channel. So, Crystal is from Chronically Crocheting, Rel is from the Dublin Hook, and Caroline is for the love of crochet. And Kathy is one of my subscribers. So, moosh pattern is available in my Etsy shop that I will link below. So if you're interested to buy a pattern, a copy of the pattern. So here is the moosh, one of the moosh, and this is the moosh. I just put out a video of a short video reading the story of moosh. Moosh, so the top of the head of moosh could also be folded in. So it could be like a bowl or a basin or whatever. And then, see? So basically, lots of my testers, all of them made moosh in their own unique way, and I love it all. And that's the thing about this moosh pattern. You can make it your own. You can make him whatever color you want, whatever you want to dress him up with. Moosh is a very unique fella, and he adopts his surrounding. So you see, if you fold it in, it make it smooth, and see, and then it also, when you do this, it allows him to flop back over into his, and then you also, the kids like to do this. So that's my motion. If you don't like the floppy look, you can stuff the entire head and make him like this. All right. And I also made one out of blanket yarn. I had made him for his head to flop over, but the blanket yarn is too soft. So I just decided to stuff him. So I stuff him. I have him on my bed. So that's my moosh pattern, and don't forget to check out all the other channels where you will see the moosh pattern. I will be doing a giveaway here on this video. So in the description, in the comment box, leave a comment telling me what you like about moosh. And the word moosh must be in it, and telling me what you like about it. And I link all the rest of the testers channel in the description box, so you can go over and check all the variety of moosh. So talking about test patterns, I have a pattern that I test, and this is my first test pattern that I did for someone. This pattern, I like it. It's Mr. Barks a Lot, and it's by Crystal of Chronically Crocheting. So my Barks a Lot sit down, it doesn't fall over. The yarn that I use is velvet yarn, and it's Burnett Velvet Stripe, and this is the only number 5 yarn I have. I have one more ball. I use one ball to make this, and I have one more ball left. I use not the entire ball to make him. I still have a couple of yards left. I had to hold double to make the nozzle because I don't have a number. The yarn that I was using was a little bit too light, on the lighter side. So here's the paws. I did the embroidery. Crystal did a great job on this. Guys, she is great in writing pattern, I should say. So go over and check. I don't know when this pattern will be released, but this is the one that I made. Easy to understand and so on. Here is my little tail. My tail is not sticking out, staying out. Maybe I sew it on wrong. Anyhow, I like it, and I have it sitting on my bed, and sometimes it sits in my chair. I also made 2 more cookie cat. I have to put some keychain on these. I want to do the market for September, so I'm trying to make little things that I know, kids would like, and people would want to buy for the kids to put on their backpack and so on, So I'm working on that. So I was watching Caroline for the Love of Crochet, and it seemed like we have the love for amigurumi making. So she showed a pattern of a little amigurumi boy called the Fisher Boy, I think it's called, that she bought from Etsy. As soon as I saw that pattern, I said, I have to try that. I went and I put it in my cart because I procrastinate. And then I said, you know what? I have to try that. Let me go and see. And guys, here is my little Fisher Boy. Oh, I got a pull yarn here. Anyway, I'll have to and the yarn that I use for this doll is the skin. Let me get it. Yes, so this is the yarn that I have in a, you'd believe all the project bag I have. Look what I have my work in. So this is the yarn that I use for the doll, and it is the skin tone, and I got this from Michael's. Michael's was selling buy one get one 50%, and I was looking for skin tone for my doll, my Clasihandmade handmade doll, and someone had suggested me trying this. So I didn't try it yet on my Classy Handmade doll. I use it for the Fisher Boy doll. So the only thing I could tell you about this yarn that I don't like is the squeaking on my needle. It's a bit squeaky on my needle. I don't know why, but so that's what I use for my Fisher Boy. And let me tell you the rest. I use just yarn from the Dollar Tree for a shirt and his underpants, his shoe, and his shoes. So all left for me to make is his hat and his pants, and I'll come back and show you when I'm finished making that. So you remember I was telling you about the bag a couple months ago that my friend sent me, and she said she wanted that. So I finished making the squares and I joined it. So this is what the bag looked like. Only thing left for me to do, the only thing I don't really like here, I got a little puckering, but it's, I mean, maybe I was thinking to loose it out and maybe do a smaller square, or use a smaller needle and just take the square down a little bit. I'll see. Anyhow, I finished with that, joining all the squares and so on. The only thing left to do is line the bag. So the yarn I use is Impeccable yarn from Michaels. I wish I had cotton in these colors that I could make this bag out of. So I was asking my daughter, what do you think would look best for me to line the bag? She said, Mom, maybe you should try a denim, dark denim color. So I'm asking you, what do you think would be a great color for this bag to line it? I don't think I want to put white. I don't know. So just leave it in a comment what you think would be a nice color that won't take away from the bag, you know. So that's my bag. I have to finish lining it. That's the only thing left to do, and maybe I'll adjust the top square. Let me show you how I sew this. So I make an entire square and I just sew it around to hold the handle. So this handles, I bought it a while, because I'm always in the thrift shop sometimes looking for craft stuff or what I could use, you know, to what you say, recycle. But this was a brand new one I bought from the thrift store. There's a thrift store here in Arizona that is called Savers, and on Monday you get, I think it's 50% off in the store. Yeah. So that's my work in progress, and I still have some work in progress. So I was making some headbands, and I'm looking at the pattern of the headband, and I said, you know what, I like that pattern. I wonder how it would look in a shawl. Of course, my mind wouldn't let me sit alone till I try it. So I decided, I went and pulled out some yarn and I start just constructing it to see how it's gonna. Right now I'm working on it. So this is what I'm working on. It looked funny, so I'm just going to continue working on it, maybe because it's on the needle. And I'm using anti-pilling DK color. I love this yarn. This yarn is so soft, and it's an acrylic yarn. I got it from Orshner's. 100% acrylic. It's anti-pilling. It's a number 3, and it have 383 yards. See, it's exclusive to, I guess, the Premier. So I'm using that. I'm loving the colors. Right, I'm on the cream, and I'm working on this. So I want to see the same pattern that I'm using for the, well, I should say the same stitch pattern. I'm replicating, adding stitches and trying to see if I could make it into a shawl or a little shawlette. I'll continue knitting on it until I run out of yarn and see what it's going to look like. So let me show you. So this is what a stiff stitch pattern. I have like a ribbon in the middle, and that ribbon is made by doing a, what is it? Is it a CDD? Slip two, and then you knit the next one, and then you pass the two slip stitch over, and they give it that effect of like a air slip stitch in the, so that's, and then what I'm doing, I am doing some eyelet holes, and so you can see here how it looks. So I'm going to continue working on it and come back and show you the progress if I don't lose it out, because sometimes I'm working on something and then it don't look how I want it, and I lose it out and just forget about it, because there is no pattern for the shawl that I want to make. I'm trying to create a pattern for the shawl. So I have a fuzzy ball. So that's my work in progress, and I also have a work in progress with my Happy Mail. And this Happy Mail, I received it a couple months ago from Jeanette of DOI Creation. I started to make a shawl, but the yarn is a beautiful yarn, and it was too busy for the shawl that I want to make. At first, I said I was going to make socks, so I guess the yarn is speaking to me and telling me, oh, I want to be a sock. So here is my first sock, and I'm making a sock, just a simple vanilla sock, toe up, you know, and I did the Turkish cast on for my toe up sock. And between the doll, the bag, and all these things, I'm just working. Sometimes when I get tired of one, I just put that down and start on the other. So that's my sock, and I'm working on my two. So those two things, the shawl and the sock, are all knitted. And I'm using my Chagu needles for these. I love these Chagu needles. So that's my work in progress, guys. And before I go, I must tell you, all three of my testers will be having a giveaway on the moosh pattern. So if you are interested in the moosh pattern, I will link their their channel in the description box, so you can go over and check them out and a chance to win the pattern. So you must be a public subscriber. You also must be a subscriber to both my channel and their channel to win the pattern. So when I link it in the description box, I don't know when they're going to put it out. I think Caroline said she's going to do hers on Wednesday. So okay guys, so you have 4 chances of winning one of my pattern. So I should say now it's now 11:24 at night, and I'm sitting here talking to you. That's to show how much I appreciate you. Anyhow, guys, remember to be kind. Until I see you next time. Bye. So I'm working on my socks, you see.